Hey guys, this is Shadowq, and today I want to talk to you about the Hog Change. This happened a while ago-ish now, but I wanted to wait a bit for this to really solidify to talk about it, so that way I could get a good perspective on it in competitive and just Smite in general before I jump to a big conclusion, I guess. So let's talk about the Hog Change. Before, at rank 3, objectives would be secured when they were below 25% or more, and now Hog only does 1,000 damage, which is a lot less past, like, I don't know, like 10 minutes or 8 minutes or something into the game. I don't know exactly, for gold. So it's basically just a lot less damage as an objective secure, which also means that supports aren't even picking it up at all in the current meta. So what's good about this change? Well, active slots are no longer restrictive. Before you were just forced to buy Hog, which I think was really, really awkward a lot of the time. Like you just don't want to have to be forced to buy something in a game. It just doesn't add for decision making, and it was bland and boring. So I'm glad that's better. It adds more complexity in gameplay because now you also have more actives. You have to account for like the jungler and the support not getting Hog. Now they can have like blink or beads that they shouldn't be getting, like otherwise that is, or maybe there you can get like a heavenly. There's more counterplay, more decision making, and item choices, and all that's really good. Makes the game more fun. It adds complexity through depth, which is like a good thing in this case, and it just I don't know, it's exciting. It allows for more counterplay. It's fun. What's bad about the hog change though is that objective secures are now uncertain, and objectives are still necessary to attempt. And what I mean by this is if somebody's contesting an objective before you only had to zone the support, and then you could just automatically secure it basically if it was a good call to do. Now you have to zone literally every person in the game, and if any person that you just killed in, like, let's say you're doing Fire Giant after a one team fight, if like Janus is a global alt, then you have to just like risk losing fire out of like nothing whatsoever. Or if Apollo can ult and then he does too much damage and can just like randomly secure it. And the reason that you still have to do objectives sometimes and can't zone everybody is because like once you get a lead, it's more risky to not try the objective than it is to try to do it and have a small chance of it being stolen. And I think that even if there's a small chance of it being stolen like that, it's really awkward game design because the person, like the other team, if they steal it, doesn't really deserve to. It's just kind of like chance. And what I mean by that is a lot of the time you can be in a good position to get optimize your chances of taking it, but if you're like two people going in against five, let's say for example, when those five people are doing the objective and the two are trying to contest, if everybody's just flat DPSing the fire giant, not trying to secure, then there's like a 2 out of 7 chance that the other team gets it. Those chances can be minimized by like um, zoning and preventing them from getting in a position to do that. But a lot of the time, like there are just really high damage mage nuke ults, which are really really hard to prevent, and it just makes it so that way it's not guaranteed to secure objectives a lot of the time. It's just how the game works now. Um, and I think that's really awkward. And the reason that you know that it's luck based is because Hog 3 still does 1,000 damage, and no support at the moment is getting Hog 3 to my knowledge, because it's just not seen as good enough. And the reason that it's not seen as good enough is because it's not a guaranteed objective secure. And while it would help your chances, it doesn't help them enough to warrant it because even 1,000 damage at your choosing means that it can still be stolen by a lot of things. So if like 1,000, if choosing when to do 1,000 damage isn't enough to secure it 100% of the time against the enemy team, that's how you know that sometimes the enemy team will just straight up get lucky. Like the next time you're watching SPL, I want you guys to watch, like when the next time somebody steals a Gold Fury, I want you guys to see like if casters see it right away, first of all, because if they can't see it right away, then, well, like, if you as a spectator can't tell who gets the Gold Fury, then how was the person supposed to know how to do the damage at that point exactly? Like, or if what the person was doing guaranteed it, or if like the enemy team just made like a small mistake or something like that. Like, if it doesn't look like that the objective secure was completely intentional and guaranteed by the enemy team, then you should probably see that as well. That's just cheesy, and that's how I see it. Um, like if casters can't tell right away who gets the gold fury, then it was probably just stolen from dumb luck. So those are my thoughts on the subject. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.